Hi, everyone. My name is Kaylee Rivera. I'm part of the KIN 4650A class, and I will be introducing the Fit Families Health Intervention. So to begin, physical fitness is the ability of the body systems to work together efficiently to allow you to be healthy and perform the activities of daily living. Physical exercise can include cardio, strength training, or stretching. As kinesiology majors, we all know that a large part of being healthy is being able to perform physical exercise. The physical benefits of physical exercise can include helping manage a healthy weight. It helps lower blood cholesterol and blood pressure, and it improves circulation, strength, and endurance. And it also improves the function of the heart. Mentally, it helps reduce anxiety and depression and overall improves the mood by releasing endorphins into the blood to be spread throughout the body. Better sleep and recovery and better cognitive function and memory. It also helps reduce the risks of type 2 diabetes, cancer, and heart disease. The figure on the right shows some additional benefits, such as strengthening your bones and muscles, helping quit smoking, or reducing risk of falling. So some general health statistics. About 1/3 of American adults are considered overweight or obese. From 2000 to 2018, obesity increased from 30.5% to 42.4% in the United States. And obesity is primarily caused by poor diet choices and lack of exercise. The prevalence of childhood obesity was 19.3% in 2018. And obesity-related conditions are one of the leading causes of premature death and death that is preventable. And men and women with college degrees have lower obesity prevalence, typically because these people are more educated about the functions of the body and how to take care of their overall health. And the risk of obesity is on the rise in lower income urban areas. This information was brought to you by the CDC and the World Health Organization, as shown in the parentheses. So my target population includes families with children enrolled in elementary school, so ages about 5 to 12 years old, who reside in low-income neighborhoods of Southern California. And I chose this target group because access to health and nutrition programs are often lacking in these communities. Typically, when faced with budget shortages, schools will cut physical education, art, and music programs first because they're not usually seen as a necessity. But as a result of this, the children usually end up suffering. And like I mentioned before, obesity is a growing concern in these lower socioeconomic areas. So the main goals of the program is to inspire children and families to be more physically active as a unit and to introduce health concept to students at a young age. That way they're motivated to continue these habits throughout the rest of their lives. And to also train teachers to integrate a more active curriculum. I also would really like to be able to work with the resources that the schools already have in order to teach physical education. So the main objectives here are going to be participants will become more physically active. Participants will be able to identify the benefits of maintaining an active lifestyle, and participants will be able to practice physical exercise safely, free of cost. So the first intervention is meant to implement a more physical activity into the existing curriculum. There's no need to hire any more staff as the existing teachers will be administering the physical education curriculum. This will be taught about 2 to 3 times a week for about 60 minutes, where children will receive instructed play or will be introduced skills that are commonly used in sports, such as running, jumping, throwing, or simple games. Another thing that I believe will be really helpful in doing this is for teachers to create a more active classroom setting, such as teaching using singing and dancing, walking around to appreciate the school, or going outside to understand certain concepts. And the picture to the right shows some ideas related to outdoor activities that are intended to teach, such as walking, orienteering, outdoor challenges, understanding and appreciation for the outdoors. The second intervention involves a lot of spread of information. The staff members would become CPR certified and also undergo the necessary training to administer PE safely to the students. These can happen annually or biannually at the beginning of the school year, even during Christmas break, probably more frequently at the start of the program, just to make sure things work smoothly. But the main purpose is so teachers can share their ideas with each other and see how they're working with the students once they're actually applied. Besides the active curriculum, students will undergo a health unit where they learn the benefits of living a healthy and active lifestyle. Parents will also have the option to attend a meeting where they learn the benefits of physical activity and how to introduce it to their child at home and even practice it with them. Another thing that was really nice when I was in elementary school, we had these folders called Wednesday folders, which we were basically sent home with every week to give announcements to our parents. These would be presented to share what kinds of fitness related topics we're addressing in class and how to work on them at home. When I was in school, we also had reading logs, which is also a really good incentive because we would receive rewards based on how much we read per week, which we can use this to tie into family exercise. And rewards for this could include being a line leader for the day, choosing which sport the class can participate in, leading a warm up, or leading the class through a walk through the campus. And the last intervention utilizes older students in the district wanting to gain experience in either teaching PE or experience in early childhood development. Something that was really nice at my elementary school as well was that a few days a week we had high school students come and teach us how to play sports, or they would instruct us in exercise. And they did this as part of a class at their school, which they were then able to use as a level up on their college transcripts. And we also had an after school program where these same students would supervise us while we played outside, or they would help us play sports in the afternoon while we waited for our parents to pick us up. And this was extremely helpful, especially to my family, because I had two parents working full time and they couldn't always pick me up immediately after school. And I'm sure this applies to a lot of the families of the target population. And this incentive uses the same ideas to utilize high school students in an after school program to show children how to play games or sports. This also kind of gives the students some time to practice the skills that they're learning in class on their own if they desire to do so. And this is all deliverable free of cost by the volunteers. So incentives for my program: parents have the ability to bond with their kids in a way that benefits the health for all parties involved. High school students have the incentive of gaining school credit or experience towards their career. Children can receive rewards if they took part in physical exercise on their own, as I described for incentive number 2. And the after school program is free of cost to parents. And the last incentive here is preventing the risk of disease for their family. That way they can all live a long, happy life with each other. And for the budget, I'm going off of the median amount of what schools spend on PE, which is about $700 per year. Obviously, the goal is to keep this lower, especially because we're not really trying to hire new staff. We're just trying to work with what we have. I added an extra $200 on here for cones, balls, equipment, or replacements that might be needed every year. So altogether, I just rounded up to about $1,000 annually. And that is it. Thank you guys for watching. I hope everyone does well on their finals and has a good end to the semester. Thank you so much and goodbye.